Good morning out there, everybody. Alan D9J Sports. We're right back at it with our Wednesday morning drive. We've got a good one lined up for you this morning. The National Football League returns in one day on Thursday night as the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott, and gang leave AT&T Stadium, and they're headed up to Philly to take on Jalen Hurts and the defending champs. Oh, it ought to be an exciting game. Let's break this thing down. Well, the season starts off. How will the Dallas Cowboys look without Micah Parsons? Well, I'm here to tell you, they've got a tough task on their hands right off of the bat when they're going out to check out the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles coming off of an impressive season last year. Impressive running game by Saquon Barkley. Hey, get it done quarterback. Jalen Hurts. And the game, hey, they went all the way and they won it all. But this is a big-time game. You never know who can win in the NFC East, no matter what the records are when these two teams or any teams, Cowboys, Eagles, Cowboys, Commanders, Giants, it doesn't matter. When you're talking about this division, you're talking about some football that's going to be some smash mouth ball. So let's start off the Dallas Cowboys. How will they look offensively with Dak Prescott coming back off of that and I do repeat, another major injury? How will the Cowboys look? Well, with some new additions on their team, most notably wide receiver Pickens from out there in Pittsburgh. Man, they ought to look explosive. To have him on the other side of the weapon himself, the man C.D. Lamb from Oklahoma. Man, they ought to be impressive on offensive running game with a new running back coming in. I don't know. That's going to be one that we're going to have to see. But I think that the pressure is going to be on that offensive line to be able to protect Dak Prescott so he can get the football out to his weapons. Now, let's be honest. When George Pickens is on his game, he's one of the top receivers in the league. That's when he's on his game. But, hell, that's one or two times a season because, hell, he'll start that pouting and stuff. But if the young man doesn't start the pouting, man, and Dak Prescott, if the line can protect and Dak Prescott can stand in that pocket, man, they really can be a lethal, and I do mean a lethal offense. But going to get up against Philly, man, Philly has that defensive line, probably one of the best defensive lines in the National Football League. So I'm looking for the Eagles and the crowd to be raucous, man, as usual, especially when the Cowboys come in town. You know it's going to be a raucous crowd. They're going to be trying to get their season off to a good start and continue on and let everybody know that what's been happening with them has not been a fluke. Let's be honest, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the precipice of becoming a dynasty with Jalen Hurts. Now, talking about being a dynasty, I'm telling you right now, the Philadelphia Eagles, the way they play football, they play old school, smash mouth football. Man, and they've got a running back. You know, last season he's one of the best running backs he was the best running back in the National Football League last season, and he looks to pick up where he left off. I mean, he was making electrifying run after electrifying run, and he was really, 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 let's be honest, he was an unstoppable force. Jalen Hurts, after winning the Super Bowl MVP, the young man just continues to get better. He continues to get better. I don't care who you are. Or what you may think. This kid can play some football. And when adversity strikes, that's when he steps up to the plate. That's when the young man steps up to the plate. He plays situational football just as good as anybody's playing it right now. I would say situational football, number one and number two is Jalen Hurts. Well, Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. They're playing some hell of a situational football, and they get their teams over the hump. Now, the Dallas Cowboys, after losing and trading away the best defensive player in the National Football League, how will the defense look? Well, I'm going to tell you before the game even starts. I'm going to say putrid at best. I'm going to say dumpster fire at best. I'll be very surprised if the Philadelphia Eagles don't tack up a lot of points on the Cowboys. Hell, they couldn't stop the run last season with Micah Parsons, and then now they don't have Micah Parsons. Who's going to put some pressure on Jalen Hurts? Who's going to put some pressure on this young man? Who's going to put some pressure on any team that the Dallas Cowboys face? We're going to find out quick and early what the Dallas Cowboys and their defensive prowess is about. I don't think much. I think that they're going to have to score a lot of points. They're going to have to bring back the days of the greatest show on turf with those electrifying receivers, man, because I just don't see it. I mean, you seen in the preseason how people were running on them, and that's what they continue to give up the run. And this is probably not going to be any different. You're talking about the Eagles in the first game, man. That's a tough one. So Jerry Jones, hey, maybe Jerry done something that we never that we least expect when he traded away Parsons. Maybe Jerry has something up his sleeve that none of us, and I do mean none of us, really suspect that would happen. Okay, so it looks to be an exciting game. But for the Cowboy fans, I'm telling you, man, it's probably going to be a long season for you guys and girls out there. And because, I mean, the odds are stacked against you and all the talking. Well, maybe when Micah not there, then maybe the talking will cease. Let's continue to keep this thing rolling then. We're also going to be touching a little bit on Brady, right? But before we do, I need you to hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the like and subscribe button. Well, here we go again. No matter what somebody says, or a former athlete says, it's always got to be racial. I'm just keeping it real, man. It's got to be racial. I'm sick and tired of it. Because, okay, Tom Brady made some comments about quarterbacks and what they're doing. And he'd rather go celebrate with his lineman instead of being an individualized player. But the very first thing people do is they want to talk about, he's talking about Shedeur Sanders. Man, I'm so sick of the Shedeur Sanders. And I like the kid, but man, I'm sick of the talk, man. Every time that somebody says something and you don't like what they say, it has to be about damn Shedeur Sanders, man. Shedeur Sanders is not the only black damn rookie quarterback in the National Football League, but it doesn't make any sense. If you've seen my videos, this is one of those stories that continues to drive me crazy. Now all of a sudden, Tom Brady racist. Come on, man. We got to stop the madness, man. I just don't get it. I get exactly what Brady ass was talking about. I get what he was talking about. You celebrate the people who are protecting you, okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with being flat, but come on, man. That's all this is about, is every time somebody says something, it has to be against a black person. And I'm sure you can see I'm damn black. But, man, this doesn't make any sense, man. When are we going to quit? We're never going to quit. It just doesn't make any sense, man, no matter what. And then all these people with these well, not all of them. Let me stop. I'm not talking about former NFL players. I'm not talking about some people who play some college football. But most of these people out here with these damn podcasts breaking down, your ass ain't play no damn football. If you did, you weren't good. Because if you were, man, you didn't play no ball. You did not play no ball. And then I don't understand it, man. Why so much energy towards Shedeur Sanders? I just don't get it, man. I just do not get it. The madness has to stop. It has to stop, man. So, hey, that's just what we want to touch on this morning, man. You know how the show goes in the morning time. And all my subscribers out there, man, let's keep this thing going. Let's keep it going, man. Appreciate the love. I appreciate the love here on the show. And the morning drive. Let's get the numbers up on the morning drive. On the way out, Ray Lewis, Shannon Shaw. Man, come on, man. Come on. Just don't make no sense. But hey, you know what it is. At the end of the show, I got to give you one. When you get to work this morning, make sure that you're paying attention. Hell, I work in the office with 4 women, and I have to wear a jacket to work in the summertime. One may be hot, one may be cold. One doesn't want the air turned up, one doesn't want the air turned down. I call them Psycho 1, Psycho 2. They're different, man. So when you get to work, if you happen to be working with a bunch of females, you need to relax. And ladies, if you're working with a bunch of guys out there, you got to understand, they're going to be talking about damn sports all day long. Allen with D9J Sports, the morning drive. We're definitely OUT.